Today, we will be talking to you about Jean Piaget and his work on the theory of cognitive development. So with the idea of cognitive constructivism, ideas are constructed in individuals through personal process and through their experiences. And cognitive constructivism is based on the work of Piaget. So, with Piaget's theory of cognitive development, it is based on the individual and how one constructs knowledge and their individual reasoning skills. Humans must construct their own knowledge based on their own experiences and can't just be given information and be expected to understand and use it, because according to Piaget, knowledge is built through experiences and constructing knowledge in one's own schema. Now, there are two ways to construct schema. You can construct it through assimilation, in which you incorporate new experiences into old experiences, or through accommodation, in which you reframe the world and new experiences into what you already know and the mental capacity you already possess. And so Piaget's theory consists of two parts: his ages and stages part, in which he predicts what children can and can't understand at different ages, and the theory of development that we just discussed. So there are 4 different stages in his theory of development. The first of those being the sensory motor stage. This stage is from ages 0 to 2, and children discover their own environment using their senses, physical activity, and language. So in the sensory motor stage, they acquire schemas for goal-directed behaviors and object permanence. In the pre-operational stage, children are ages 2 to 7, and they develop language skills but still can't understand the thoughts of others. They do this through symbolic function, in which children can distinguish pictures and symbols for different objects, and intuitive thought, because children ask lots of questions, and that is how they learn things at this age. Our next stage is the concrete operational stage. This stage is ages 7 to 11, and children replace intuitive thought with logical reasoning. They use logic to understand ordering, classification, and conservation. In the formal operational stage, the last stage of Piaget's theory, this is ages 11 to adulthood, and children use higher order thinking skills in this stage. However, some people never reach this stage. Now, just as a review, we thought we would include this infographic about the 4 different stages. Now, let's think about it. How would you use this theory in your classroom? We'll give you a few seconds to think about your answer or to discuss with a classmate. Do you think that letting students construct their own knowledge in the classroom will work in all classroom settings? Why or why not? And lastly, how would you change the focus in your classroom from the final product to the process of how students learn things? Why do you think it's important to do this? And now we thought we would include some ideas for using Piaget's theory in the secondary classroom. So, in the Piagetian classroom, the role of the teacher should be to provide an environment that promotes student exploration. The classroom setting should encourage students to construct their own knowledge and to build their own schema. So to do that, a teacher could include group work. They could have students explain how they got their answer and how they did it to the class to make sure that they understand their process. You can also use visual aids, and you can incorporate discussions into the classroom, so including discussions of social, political, or cultural issues. And it also can be helpful to allow students to teach the material, so have them become the expert on the process, which they don't really get to do very much, as they're usually focused on the product instead of the process. And you can also challenge students to become critical thinkers.